Hello YouTube, what's happening? Another little knife rant I'm gonna have going here. Actually I just started this video and I have no idea what I want to talk about. Well, sort of. I mean, I want to talk about spiders, spydercos. I really love this knife here, and it's a part of a trade that I haven't sent off yet, and I'm really sad. I've got to replace this knife, and it's not even out of my possession yet. But hold on, someone offers you this in some cash, or this in some cash for that, then you do it, and you just figure it all out later. Anyway, that's not about the nums on. It's about Spyderco. They make some really kick-ass knives. And my newest one is my Paramilitary 2. It's my new favorite, although it cuts me a lot more than this does. I've never cut myself with this bad boy. It's built like a beast. I've truly, this is one of the only knives I've never cut myself with that I own. This one, I cut myself with this knife before I even owned it, because I was playing with my buddy's Digicam Paramilitary 2, and I sliced the snikes out of it. So I can get that thing to drop. There we go. If you could see that cut right there on my pinky. It's still it's just now starting to heal. Now this one here, so I love the Manix 2, gonna have to replace it, and I actually am gonna have to replace it with two knives, another Manix 2 just like this, and then I'd also like to get the lightweight version in the smoke black color. That's another one I'd like to get. So those two are my favorites. I would say this is my favorite, but it's been replaced. This here is older than some of the people probably watching this video, because this is over 20 years old. This is a Spyderco Endura original. They called it the Clip It back then. It says it there. No, that's just the patent number. But right there, it's got the little Spyderco bug. Come on, baby. Focus. 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 It wants to focus, I swear. Okay, it'll focus now. Spyderco. Spyderco. Sorry, I know how annoying it is when this happens when you're watching. Okay, well, it's a little bit blurry, but it says Clip It Endura. The origins of the volcano patterning. Now if you look close on the blade, there's rust. That's another thing I wanted to talk to you about. This is Gen 2 steel, which I believe is like an AUS 8, what they would call an AUS 8 steel now. It's good steel. It is, the AUS 8 I would think is probably a little bit better corrosive resistant than this 20-year-old Gen 2 that they call it. And in order to do that, especially when you start getting into knife collections in the hundreds, which mine is getting pretty close to being, it's in the upper, I think I've got about 85 knives now, you really do need to go through with a good lubricant protectant, something like Tough Glide, and just do a touch-up on these. Now, I don't know the viscosity differences of the different lubes that are out there, and pardon me, I have a little bit of a cold right now, so I probably sound funny. Anyway, I like the Tough Glide because of its applicator, and you know, I heard someone else say it, Cutlery Lover said it on YouTube, for the same reason, you know, he loves it, because it comes with that easy applicator. Take the little lid off, take the little plunger off, okay, and then you've got, this thing can get into all the nooks and crannies. Now, you can't forget the inside of the knife, but when you're doing that, you can't forget the outside of the knife. So you want to dab a little bit like that across these knives. Just like that. And hold on a second, I'm going to set this down. And then once you do that, put your Tough Glide away, and then you get your rag back and you give it a little rub down. Back and forth like that. And you flip it. And you do the same thing. Doesn't take much to keep these things nice and neat. Okay. And believe me, the last thing you're going to want is to go into your collection. Sorry guys. To go into your collection, and because you didn't spend 30 seconds on your knives, you got rusted out knives. And that's just not cool. Because believe me, it's happening to me right now, and I'm not happy with that. I'm gonna have to go in and do some extra treatment on this one because it's been so long. You know, and nowadays, people, let's admit it, these knives aren't cheap. You got to keep them looking nice. And a lot of people like to flip their knives. They like to, you know, switch, trade, share them with others. The knife community, I'm finding out, it's a very fun place. There are trolls, just like anywhere else, but very, very fun. Sorry, I'm looking at myself. I can't think and breathe and wipe all at the same time. It's a good community, you know. For the most part, you've got your trolls out there, but it's like that with anything else. Everybody that I've come in contact with through Instagram, through some of the other forums, I don't want to name any of the other ones because it seems to me that some of the other forums are really, I wouldn't say snobberish, but basically if you don't have something, they're not really interested in mid-level stuff. You know, if you've got a bunch of fat customs and you've got the money to buy into their forum, then they're totally happy with that. But if not, you know, you're not as welcome. Gosh, I don't want to say that wrong, because I don't want them coming down on me. Because I like getting in there and surfing the forums and stuff. But anyway, just wanted to do a quick rant. Love my Spydercos. I would absolutely highly recommend any one of these knives. Now, my Tenacious I didn't say anything about, but that is to get into Spyderco for less than $50. To get the sharpness, the cool blade shape, the cool spider bug, the functionality of it, the quality. I mean, this knife is just super good. I've had it for a couple of years now, and it's just, and I use it. I mean, this sucker's a worker, you know. This happens to be a slight limited run because of the blue. I just think that blue looks freaking cool. I would recommend that for beginning. On your way up, I would definitely get an Endura. I would personally, knowing what I know now, stay away from the serrations. Not for any particular reason. I'm not using it for seatbelt rescue or anything like that. The knives I use are EDC, light duty stuff, boxes and whatnot. So I prefer the actual full flat grind. Actually, the Saber grind is pretty cool as long as it's not serrated. I wouldn't mind getting up one of those. But the Endura, great knife. The Manix too. A little bit heavier, but oh man, look at that blade shape. The good 154 cm steel. Easy to keep sharp once it's sharp. This one's just been pounded and it just keeps on ticking. Love the grooves, love the lockup, love it all the way around. Sal did an awesome job on this knife. And then it culminates with the paramilitary. There's not a better knife out there. This knife is the bomb. Top to bottom. Perfect handle size. Perfect blade length. I love the tip. For what it is, I love the tip. A lot of people say, oh yeah, haha, funny joke. A lot of people say, you know, the tip is so delicate, it'll break if you drop it. You know what? Don't drop it. That's all. And if it drops and it breaks, get another one, because that's a badass tip. Good CPM S30V. Okay, now I'm rambling. In that order, though. Pick one of these up first. See if you like Spyderco. Guarantee you will. Move up. Move up to the Endura or the Delica, okay? Then once you like that, bam, get into the good stuff. And I'll tell you what, I'm getting me another Spyderco here pretty soon, and it's gonna be nice. I don't know if it's a Southern or if it's the Saba, but it's gonna be awesome. Alright, fellas and fellettes, peace out. Check out Tactical Droid's channel again. Like, subscribe, share it with your friends. Have a good night. See ya.